Alright, we got a little rammer jammer for you here. Dodge Ram. And let's see, we got a little of that kind. A little dent right there under the light. It's pretty caved in. Three inches or so. And then we have this right here. We got this dent here and this one here and then this. So we got the bedside, cab corner, back of the door, lower cab corner. I'm sure Andrea's not getting much for this job. But anyway, we're gonna fix this and we're gonna use a Searson jack. Now this isn't what this tool's intended for. You know, this is an airbag jack.
This is, do not try this at home.
Most people don't have one of these. I know Anthony does, HO Motorsports, but I've never seen him use it. This is a frame machine tool generally, you know, it's for putting cars up on the frame machine. It usually fits on the pinch weld of the car, right on the rocker area. And you use this to put the clamps on when you're putting cars on the rack. So, me personally, I'm probably not going to ever put cars on the rack ever again. A bunch of times in a day, so I use it for other things now. I used to just use it to put cars on the racks, and I loaned it to a guy I was working for. He used it to pull a dent out, or push a dent out, I should say, not pull it out, and broke the top of it there. But I have to admit I've used it for pushing a few dents out since I figured out that it would work for that. So we're going to try to jam that back up in here. We took the tire off. Oh, it pisser, no rust. So this looks like a regular old Florida truck, just dented up, you know. It's got some surface rust right there, but that's just from being open.
It's got a Hemi in it.
No, it's got a Hemi too.
Isn't that commercial? It's got a Hemi.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's that guy that does the "You're Faster Than a Redneck" thing. He used to do the Hemi commercials for Dodge. Is that a Hemi? Does that thing got a Hemi in it? That guy. So anyway, we're gonna try to put some wood up under here. We're gonna try to sandwich the jack in there and push this bedside out, because it's pretty KO'd. You're not pulling that out with a stud gun. It's just it's pretty tough, you know. We'll get it pulled out a little bit and then we'll move to the stud gun. So let me throw the camera up on the stand and try not to smash any fingers. Got the doctor's appointment tomorrow, you know. We want to have all
Don't dent my truck either.
all the digits. Oh, we might dent your truck. It's a possibility. I don't know why you park your truck so close over there.
Oh, don't even give me that. You got that. I'm going to keep this in the bed of the truck as long as I can to keep her from driving it thing going on in there.
You just...
I had to have it. I had to have it on Saturday. Woo, here it is Tuesday, still in the bed of the truck.
Man, I don't have anybody to help me unload that thing.
I tried to help you for 3 days because I want to drive my truck.
I don't think you feel good to help me unload that thing, do you?
Well, I mean, you left it to me and Greg to load it.
Holy shit, man. He thought he had a forklift, though. I didn't know that you were going to try to pick it up and put it in the truck.
Well, I mean, he used it with the forklift, but, you know, it's still a 100 foot.
Right, so see? Even the forklift had a rough time with it. I don't feel good enough to unload that compressor. I'll go ahead and do it though tonight, because since I'm going anyway tomorrow.
Well, I mean, we can't just, like, tip it over the edge of the tailgate some, and then I'll just creep forward until we can stand it up.
Yeah, well, as soon as you creep this thing over the edge, it's going to slide out as hard as it hit the bed of the truck when it broke the pulley off.
No, that's not where it broke while we were trying to put a pallet underneath it. He was tilting it, and we were wedging a pallet, and it fell and hit the ground. Then, while it was laying down, is when he decided to pick it up and just lay it into the truck.
So it used to work. Might not work anymore.
It'll still work. You knew it needed to be fixed when you got it.
Well,
Junk barrel days, baby. You were going back to them, remember? Back when shit was made like it was supposed to be.
all right, we got to fix this before it gets dark, so let me try and get up under here, and you're going to, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're here just in case
You told me you needed my help. I don't know if it's just to call the ambulance or what.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it is. That's important to have somebody call the ambulance for you, you know?
So let me make sure we're standing in the part of the driveway where I have a
You
signal.
want to push it in a certain spot, but there's a lot of crap up in here. You want to make sure if you got one of these, you don't smash your gas tank or anything. There's a repo with brand new tires on it. Andrea pointed that out.
Wrong size for me.
Yeah, they're a little small for Andrea. We got new tires for your truck. You need
I
tires
know, but
again?
I was looking for spares.
Oh. I always like to put a board or two in here. Piece of hardwood floor works good.
MacGyver in it. MacGyver's garage.
Alright. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going to be underneath it while you're doing this contraption with air pressure?
Yeah, man.
Oh, dear God.
Problem is holding the board there.
You have your leg tangled in the hose.
Oh. All right. Now we got the jack in here. We're going to give it a little pressure and see if we can drive this out a little bit. Then we can start hammering dolly some of the crease out. So you can see how easy that pushes the side of the truck back out there. Now,
That was pretty cool.
you like that?
Yeah.
Now that you got it to move, you want to leave a little pressure on it, but we want to work the edge here and try to get some strength back in the wheel well. So I'm going to start working this crease here. And get to that. I'm going to hold the dolly flat. Got the right tension on this, as you hit it, it'll stretch right back into place. So we're probably gonna have to move that jack up a little bit higher, and there we go.
Now you gotta go lower.
Lower? Did you say go lower, baby?
Yeah, go lower, baby.
Yeah, I'm working it on the crease. This thing's little bit of a mess. You just see it pop out, baby? You see that? So we got a dent all the way up into here. This is a little... That's an Audi where it collapsed onto the inner structure. So you're going to be fixing different kinds of dents when you do this stuff. I don't know if you're just getting the back of my head or you're getting some of this in the camera. My camera girl over there.
I was the ambulance caller. You did
The
not tell me to
ambulance
be the
caller
camera
there.
person.
So I think that's about all we can do with our bag.
No, you're getting it.
I think we'll freight the stud gun out now. Maybe run some studs on these smaller dents. And we'll go from there. Tomorrow we will be recovering, I think. Maybe the next day. So if you don't see any videos, you'll know why.
I'll make some.
Yeah, Andrew will make some videos. And we'll get back on this as soon as I can walk again. And I'm going to try to film the little thing tomorrow, little procedure. I don't know if they'll let us do it or not. They might. Andrea says they'll let us do it. I have to pay. So there we go. And now you know it's just knocking the dent out.
That's loud.
Huh?
Exactly.
Why did you bring such a loud job here, baby?
Because I'm that way.
I'm gonna probably stop beating on this because even though it's daylight, it is getting a little late. It's dinner time. Nobody wants to hear that at dinner time. And I think at this point we'll break the stud gun out next, and we'll work some of this other stuff. I'm just knocking the high points out of it here. A lot of times when you hit those high points out, this will start coming, and like I said, we'll turn the camera back on tomorrow or the next day and beat on some of this. Now I will tell you from past experience, and Tom's had a little experience with this, they have foam inside these lower quarter panels on the cab corners. And when you grind this right here and you weld the stud here, you have to be very careful for a fire inside the cab. So you always want to be sure to pull that panel back in there if you're going to stud weld any of this, and make sure that that foam doesn't catch on fire. There's nothing behind these panels, but cab corners, lower cab corners on some of these newer trucks are full of foam. For what reason? For sound deadening, you know. But that stuff's very flammable, and even the pin set in the back of the sheet metal, when it starts to glow back there, will cause that stuff to ignite and catch fire. And it's hard to put one of those fires out once it starts burning. So. See that come out? I'm working the high spots down, and usually the low spots will come out. This is a magic hammer anyway. A lot of you guys probably won't have one of these. That's why it's got all the tape. And it used to look like that. I bought them as a set, but for some reason this one makes more money than all the rest of them. I don't know what's up with that. So anyway, there we go. The rest of it's all lows. We'll get the stud gun out and we'll weld that up.
After you pull the foam out.
After I pull the foam out. But yeah, that came out pretty decent. Couple pins in that, and you know, it's gonna have some Bondo in it for sure. So you guys that like the sculpting videos, you know, tune in. We're gonna make a bedside, but it won't be too bad. We'll get most of that dollied out. Like I said, you can get to both sides. So we got the main structure back, and we got our wheel arch back, so we can work with that now. So Searson jack, that's what that's called. So we got a scooter coming by tomorrow to check this out. I already know I'm gonna have to do some repaints on this. I know the hood had a dent in it that I missed, so we're gonna be repainting that. Well, we'll just put a little color where we have to do the body work, and then we'll re-clear the whole panel. And depending on what we do with this door, will be, you know, we'll decide whether we do any more paint work on that. But other than that, it's just deciding if he likes the color, if you know, he's happy with the direction the job's going, and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be the first time that he's seen it since it was green, so it's been a while. And the only other thing that I really did today was I put this thing in here, and I'm gonna come out here in a little while and throw some edge primer on this and get this in epoxy. So that'll complete all these pieces will be primed, and then I can wet sand that stuff and start the black. And I'm probably just going to be limited to how many pieces I can put in here at a time, because it was way too crowded in here with the primer. You couldn't do that with the paint and expect to get no dust. So like I said, this is a pretty small area in here. We'll just do a little piece at a time. That's what it's made for. You know, it's not a paint booth. It's just a little room to separate the overspray from the rest of the shop. So anyway, we'll put a couple of these pieces at a time, and we'll get it done, you know, a little bit at a time. But steady moving forward with that one. So that's about it, you know. We'll see how it goes tomorrow with this one. Luckily, I'll be sedated, so really doesn't matter how it goes. We'll deal with what we got to deal with, you know. That's all we can do. So anyway, yeah, I got the jack stand under there. We'll leave that tire off. Andrew said it sucks when you get your truck repoed and it's got brand new tires on it, and I agree. But I think they probably put those on. They're just too new. You don't put brand new tires on your truck and miss 2 payments, 3 payments, whatever it takes. But yeah, this one I'm hoping to get lucky with and just paint one color, but I don't know if we can do that because the damage is pretty damn close into the silver. I was going to try to pin it up here and see what happens, but more than likely we'll be getting into 2 colors on this side too. We already got to mix it up for the other side. So you can see that panel's supposed to be fairly straight. So this is we got a little puzzle to go off of on this side for the other side, minus the gas door. So it's a good flat area, and it's pretty straightforward. So a few body lines though, and I'll show you guys how I do those. I know HPR was having a little trouble carving those body lines, so I'll show you a little trick, buddy. But there we go. This one here will take the PVC pipe trick here to straighten the body line out. And I think Durablock makes some nice nice body style line blocks also. You have to look in their catalog, but they have a lot of shapes that replicate the factory body lines. I don't know if they you know, get those dimensions from the dealers or from the manufacturers, but some of their blocks fit some of these contours perfect. And if you go online, I think they have a catalog for Durablock, and they have the different vehicles listed for the you know, different blocks that fit the different body lines. Pretty cool stuff. They have a lot for the late model market. All right guys, it's getting dark. I gotta take Holly for a little ride. She wants to go for a car ride, so we're gonna go for a little car ride and take the Beetle, get some gas and stuff, and that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. You guys have a good day, good night, whatever you're doing. Take it easy, and we'll see you later.